President Trump added a new charge to his attacks on Attorney General Jeff Sessions this morning. The president wrote, quote, "Why did AG Sessions replace acting FBI Director Andrew McCabe, a Comey friend, who is in charge of the investigation but got big dollars, $700,000, for his wife's political run from Hillary Clinton and her representatives?" Trump finished the tweet with, "Drain the swamp." Let's bring in CBS News Justice reporter Paula Reid joining us from Washington. Paula, break down this tweet for us. What exactly is the president accusing McCabe of?
There's a lot going on in this tweet, but I think the underlying idea is that the Clinton investigation was tainted because Andrew McCabe's wife ran for office in Virginia and took money from, he says, Clinton, but it was actually a PAC run by Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe, who is, of course, a Clinton ally. Now, this was known within the FBI at the time the investigation was going on, but Andrew McCabe was not in charge of the Hillary Clinton investigation. He consulted with the ethics folks at the FBI. It was decided that, yes, he should probably recuse himself from certain matters in Virginia, but he was not recused in the Clinton email investigation. But the question of whether or not he should have been, that's currently under review by an internal Department of Justice watchdog. They also knock him for being a friend of Comey. Well, yes, they were close associates, and Comey was his boss for quite some time.
Why not just fire McCabe then?
That's a great question. And of course, McCabe was actually considered. He was on the president's short list to replace Comey. He interviewed for the job. But Stephanie, this really isn't about McCabe's job security. These tweets appear to be about undermining the integrity of the FBI and the Justice Department, tweeting these half-truths to sort of suggest that this is not actually a nonpartisan, objective organization as the Russia probe continues to expand and haunt the White House.
Shifting gears here for a second, Paula, we're expecting a big announcement from the DOJ. What have you heard?
In the next week, the Department of Justice is expected to announce a crackdown on criminal leaks. So this would be any sharing of classified information. And the Justice Department says this has been in the works for a few weeks, but the big thing is here, this is not usual for the Justice Department to actually announce when they are investigating something, but you have to remember part of the goal here is to deter and scare other leakers.
And of course, Attorney General Jeff Sessions has announced this while he's in hot water with the president, apparently. Trump said he wants these investigations. Is Sessions doing this to save face or to appease Trump?
That's a great question, and it certainly appears that way because just yesterday, when asked about his rocky relationship with the Attorney General, the president said he wants more aggressive action on leaks. And then about 24 hours later, here the Justice Department is promising that action. But I can tell you that Jeff Sessions has actually been pretty consistent on this issue during his 6 months in office. He's repeatedly said this is one of his primary goals. In fact, back in May, when there was the leaks out of the Manchester investigation that caused sort of a diplomatic row, he came out with a statement. He said these leaks cannot be tolerated, and he said that they were taking appropriate steps, pretty much confirming that investigations were already underway. Now, as a reporter who spent all week at the Justice Department, I can also tell you that people had sort of mentioned that this was coming before the president's statements. So I do believe them now when they say that these have been in the works for a while. But of course, to the average Joe or Jane out there who's not paying attention to every moment in Washington, it does appear that Sessions is conceding to what the president demanded of him.
Paula Reid in Washington. Paula, thanks so much.